Knicks and the Bucks. I'm going to give you opinion on the total, and I'm going to give you a prop that is hit not one, not two, but 5 games in a row. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andy from Wager Talk. We're going to talk about the Knicks and the Bucks a little bit. The end, going to give you guys a little special for something that we have, and I will talk about how I went 0-2 last night. I do some recap videos on my social media, but I don't ever talk about when we have like a losing night the night before. So I'll talk a little bit about that. I feel like we probably don't do that enough in this business. Leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Tell me your best bet for this game. If you don't have one, code word of the day, unit. Just type the word unit in the comment section. It just helps the algorithm, helps boost our rankings on YouTube. Appreciate you guys a lot. All right, let's take a look at the live lines here from the live odds Wager Talk page, and we see here that the line opened up at -7.5, and the over under was 225. That line is staying pretty strong on the spread. There's 7s out there. There's -7 on New York, and looks like the lowest total you can get is 223. I'm going to tell you why I like the over in this game. So let's dive into some numbers here. So the Bucks, hallelujah, they won a game last night. It was against Utah. They put up 123 points. I feel like everyone puts up 123 points against Utah. But Giannis only needed to play 30 minutes. Dame played 37 minutes. That seems like a lot. But looks like the lineups here, all those guys are going to be going. Of course, Middleton is not playing, but looks like they're going to get Lillard, Prince, Giannis, Lopez. So when we look at the Bucks, I mean, their games are just pretty high scoring. This is not a good defensive team. They gave up their game against Cleveland was 230 and 237. Before that, against Memphis, they let Memphis score 122 points. Against Boston puts up 119 points. And we look at the Knicks, some interesting numbers on the Knicks here. So pace of play, they are dead last. So you would think, well, man, not enough possessions. Surely we're looking at an under. Well, here's the thing. They're 4th in offensive rating. So they don't have a ton of possessions, but they absolutely get the most out of their offensive possessions. So they're scoring quite a bit. Milwaukee's 18th. It's bottom half of the league, but it's not a disaster on offense. So they have been putting up some points. And then when we look at defensive rating, this one kind of surprised me here for a defensive rating for this year. Milwaukee is 19th and the Knicks are 20th. So these are two teams, bottom half of defensive rating. They can be in some games where there's a lot of points. I mean, just against Atlanta, there was a 237-point game for the Knicks. They put up 128 points against Detroit. Even their game against Miami, that's a low-scoring team, 116-107. Feel like the Bucks coming off of a back-to-back, they're going to have to score a lot of points to keep up because I just don't think their defense is going to be there. I don't really want the spread. -7 is just a little bit too much here. I would expect the Knicks to win, but I'm not going to mess with the spread. I'm just going to take a little sprinkle on the over at 223. I mentioned a prop that has hit 5 games in a row. This is Jalen Brunson under 3.5 rebounds. This one really surprised me. I mean, the guy's on the court the whole time. Everyone else is doing the rebounding. He has one game this season where he went over 3.5 rebounds. His totals, he's got 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 1. So in some of these games, he's not even getting close. It's a low number. Anytime the ball bounces off the rim long, you're going to be a little bit worried about it. But the numbers are the numbers. He's just been going under this. So take a little lean on Jalen Brunson under and a lean to the over on this game. So I mentioned a special that we have for everybody. It's dart season. It's the end of the year, and I know everyone's focusing on college basketball and college football and NFL and NBA and NHL. I get it. You don't need to watch darts. We'll watch them for you. All you got to do is put in the plays. We're running rest of 2024 for only $49. We're 20-9 this year. And the big thing is the biggest tournaments of the year are between now and the end of the year. We will have probably 15 to 20 plays just between now and the end of the year. So as long as we keep hitting that high percentage, this is an absolute steal. We talked about making it $99 and someone was like $49. So $49 for the rest of the year for these plays at a at a sport that we've hit a very high percentage on for the last couple years, and especially the World Championships that come in December. They're just some amazing value plays. And the reason they're amazing value is because everybody is focused on the other sports. I promise you the books are not dialing in their darts lines. There are some soft lines out there that we can take advantage of. If you guys have followed me long enough know that's where we do our damage, is in the sports and in the plays that are completely off of everyone's radar. The more off of the radar, the better it is for us, and the higher the percentage is for that. So that's what we're looking at in there. We are up 153 units this year, still holding strong that number 2 spot in the units board. But I mentioned we lost a couple last night. Yeah, I went 0-2 last night. It's been a clunky week, 1-1, like Monday and Tuesday, and then 0-2 last week. So we're down a couple units. I had a really big week last week, but so what happened last night, and what do we do with it moving forward? Well, we lost a hockey player did not have a point. It was Charlie Coyle. He had a beautiful pass, so he gets a point. No worries. We had a same game parlay in the Bengals game. We take Joe Burrow to have 2 touchdown passes or more, easily hits that. Then we have Zay Flowers to have 40-plus receiving yards. In a game that had 700 yards passing, he only has 34. He had 4 plays called back on penalty. So that play hits 95 times out of 100. We just happen to be on it. So my feeling with that play was I was like, a little unlucky, but it's probably time to take a day off. A lot of my plays had been running pretty good. And then this week, 1-1, 1-1, 0-2. So it's like, okay, we're hitting a little bit of a cold streak. So we need to make sure that we don't compound a problem. So I am taking today off. It'll be a complete pass for today. Now, we have a 4% UFC play that is up and a 4% college football play that is up for Saturday. So it's a perfect day to just take a day off, hang out, not really worry about sports betting too much, and then get after it Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, NFL has been really, really good to us. 6 straight profitable weeks. I know we lost the one last night, but 6 straight profitable weeks in NFL. So I have every bit of confidence that Saturday and Sunday is going to be good. And we always focus on the long term. It has been such a fantastic year. And, you kind of get these roller coaster rides. And the biggest thing, everyone's going to have losses. We're hitting 60% of our plays. And that's like amazing. It's like best in the world. I don't want to say I'm best in the world, but you get the point. 60% is good, but that still means we lose 40% of our plays. So whenever we have like an off day, we got to remember that. That's kind of how I compartmentalize it. Just remember, long term, our bankroll is so up this year. That's fine if we have a losing night. That's part of the process. What we don't want to do is make it worse. So I don't want to catch myself on a cold streak and fire off another play or two today when, I'm on an unlucky streak, cold streak, call it whatever you want. So nice day to just kick back and relax. And we'll get after it. I am on day 2 of my cayenne pepper tea diet that I said if Aaron Rodgers won his game last week that I would try the cayenne pepper tea. So I'm on day 2. My first day, way too much cayenne pepper. I mean, way too much cayenne pepper. Had to dial that back today. So, but it's actually tasty, and I'm going to give it a week or so and see how it goes. But thanks very much, guys. Hit the like button, leave a comment in there. If not, use the code, the code word of the day, unit. And thanks very much. Good luck at your plays. We'll see everyone later.